Welcome to this video on how to be a successful online learner. While some of you may have experience in taking online classes, we wanted to create a video to show you what it takes to be successful in an online environment at UW Tacoma. Being successful in college starts with you, the student, and what you put into it. We've developed several tools and resources to help you. In this video, we'll go over the core tools of online learning, the tutoring or mentorship opportunities that we offer, as well as some resources available to you as a UW Tacoma student. You'll hear from departments including digital learning, disability resources, the Teaching and Learning Center, and information technology. The most important thing to keep in mind is that the faculty, staff, and administration at UW Tacoma are here to help you through any issues you have as you navigate the online environment. If you need help, reach out to any of us to get pointed in the right direction.
Before we begin to dive into the tools you'll be using to be a successful online learner, we'll first go over some core differences in types of online courses. You may experience your professors using the terms asynchronous and synchronous. Asynchronous learning means that you will complete coursework on your own time, but will still need to meet weekly deadlines. This format offers the most flexibility, but will require you to stay on task and manage your time wisely. Asynchronous learning is essentially what you are doing right now as you watch and learn from this video. Some online courses may also have a synchronous component, where you will need to utilize technologies like Zoom to attend live lectures online, meet with your professor during their online office hours, participate in real-time course discussions with classmates, or present group or team projects. For both asynchronous and synchronous, you will need to utilize several resources and tools UW Tacoma offers, which we'll cover later in this video. The central platform for online learning is Canvas. There are several tools inside of Canvas which we'll highlight, but first let's go over what a typical course looks like. The majority of the courses that you will be taking at UW Tacoma will consist of weekly modules or pages. Those modules and pages will typically contain an overview or learning objectives for the week or unit you are studying, followed by readings, and then typically supplemented with pre-recorded lectures provided by your professor. There will also be deliverables, which are the assignments and activities you will need to complete. It's important to note that modules and pages may be present in both asynchronous and synchronous learning environments. For synchronous courses, you will utilize technologies like Zoom to attend live lectures online, meet with your professor, participate in real-time course discussions with classmates, or present group and team projects. There is a Zoom link located in the left navigation menu of each Canvas course site. If you click into that Zoom link, you will be taken to a list of pre-scheduled Zoom meetings that your professor has set up. From this page, you can easily join these meetings. Any scheduled meetings will also show up in your calendar, which can be located in the left purple navigation menu in Canvas. The calendar will also contain any assignment due dates for classes that you are taking. Zoom can also be used outside of Canvas on your mobile device or desktop computer through your internet browser or the Zoom desktop app to organize meetings, plan study sessions, or collaborate for group projects. To use Zoom outside of Canvas, you will need to navigate to washington.zoom.us. Once logged in, you can schedule your own meetings, host a meeting, and download the app. For more in-depth tips and tricks on Zoom, refer to How to Join a Zoom Meeting for Students on the IT Zoom training page. Each of your courses may have different expectations in terms of types of activities you will engage in with the online space, but each will have some essential components that you will need to become familiar with to be successful. The course syllabus can give you a clear understanding of course learning outcomes, what assignments you will need to complete during the quarter, how you will be evaluated, and campus policies and resources available to you. Take time to become familiar with each course syllabus. Canvas allows professors to post announcements, assignments, and grades online. Canvas offers discussion boards for asynchronous discussion, centralized email called the Canvas inbox so you can stay in touch with your instructor and communicate with other students in your classes, and even ways to submit assignments and take online exams. Becoming familiar with the Canvas environment and its tools is the first step in succeeding in your online course. Make sure you take some time to familiarize yourself with Canvas and explore how your professor has organized their online course site. First, please do not hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. Additionally, UW and Canvas both provide self-paced tutorials through their website to help you quickly navigate any issues. UW Tacoma offers a variety of mentorship to guide you through the online learning environment, from guiding you through the various technologies to propelling you to academic excellence. There is someone on campus who can help you be boundless. If you need help learning about or using the technologies needed to complete coursework online, we have digital learning consultants on hand to guide you through any issues. The digital learning consultant provides peer-to-peer technology training and Canvas support, both in person and online via Zoom. You can schedule an appointment through the Teaching and Learning Center's appointment scheduling system. Digital learning consultants can give you tips and tricks on how to efficiently and effectively navigate your courses online.
Peer success mentors are students like you. They are consultants for academic skills and help guide their peers toward academic success. Peer success mentors meet one-on-one with you to discuss study habits, set academic goals, and develop effective learning strategies. Everyone can do a bit better, whether you're trying to improve your GPA from a 3.0 to a 3.5 or make sure you don't fail a class. We all have room to grow. We've spoken to a lot of students regarding their concerns about online learning and working from home. Many thought it would be too different, but what we try to point out to them is that it's more about being independent as a learner, and they've actually done this before. You wrote your papers, you studied and took your tests, and you know how to be an independent learner. The peer success mentors can help with strategies like good time management, effective study habits, such as self-quizzing instead of rereading material, creating a productive workspace, and anything that helps you tap into academic success. The great thing about peer success mentors is that they've learned how to navigate school as well, and they want to help you figure out what works for you as an individual learner.
The Teaching and Learning Center can be described as the tutoring center on campus, but it's much more than that. For UW Tacoma students, it's a learning place where you can collaborate with other students, meet professors, and get support on all of your intro and mid-level courses from someone who has experience in that subject. The TLC is divided into two centers: the Writing Center for support in your writing courses, your resumes, job and scholarship applications, creative writing, as well as brainstorming and understanding readings. We also have our Quantitative Center to support you in your math, statistics, accounting, computer science, chemistry, or other science classes. And there are some good reasons to use the TLC. First of all, understanding happens best via multiple perspectives. Getting opinions from real people makes for a dynamic learning environment. And also, all great writers have a team around them. Most of all, learning is active. That's one major advantage the TLC has over other services like YouTube or Chegg. The TLC offers active support in your studies. You can sign up for a peer success mentor session, a digital consultant session, a writing consultation, or a quantitative appointment through our TLC website.
If you're working on a multimedia project and need help creating video, audio, photos, or graphics, you can drop into the Multimedia Lab. The Multimedia Lab offers drop-in sessions with media experts to guide you through the appropriate tools you'll need to complete your projects. They can offer tips, tricks, and tutorials that will help you make a top-notch video. They can point you to the appropriate software you'll need to complete your project. It's suggested that you drop into the Multimedia Lab before you begin your media assignment. They can help you game plan the best way to complete your project. To visit the Media Lab, navigate to their webpage for posted hours and drop-in sessions. You'll also find some helpful tutorial videos on software available for use.
If you'd like disability accommodations, please complete an online application via the MyDRS system, along with submitting medical documentation from a qualified health provider that establishes the nature of your disability, your health condition, as well as the impact of your educational environment. The DRS staff will then meet with you for an access planning meeting to review your application, your documentation, and to develop a reasonable accommodations plan. Once you've been approved, you can log on to your MyDRS portal and activate your accommodations each quarter. This will notify your professors of your accommodations, and then you are required to meet with your professors to review and discuss the details of your academic accommodations. The DRS staff is here to support you, so we ask that you please keep ongoing communications open with the DRS staff regarding any questions or concerns that you may have.
We recognize that being a successful online learner takes more than just surrounding you with strong mentors to guide you through the experience. That's why we've made available a variety of equipment to get you online and connected. A great place to discover the resources you'll need is the IT Essentials for Students webpage. From there, you can learn more about some basic services to keep you connected on campus and in the virtual classroom, like how to set up your email, how to use UW Cloud Storage services, how to check out equipment. In addition to these basic services, you'll have the ability to check out equipment like laptops, Wi-Fi hotspots, and audio and video gear. Checkout of equipment is available on a first-come, first-served basis and is loaned out for the duration of the quarter. Make sure to fill out an equipment request form before picking up your gear in person and bring your valid Husky card as well. This service is available to actively registered students, and all equipment is supported by the student technology fee. Numbers are limited, so be sure to contact us early in the quarter. Sometimes technical issues come up. We understand and are here to help. For any technical roadblocks in Canvas, Zoom, email, cloud services, or checkout equipment, contact us at tachup@uw.edu or give us a call at 253-692-4357. You can also interact with the staff through our live chat support. To initiate it, visit any of the information technology web pages and select the purple Live Support button on the bottom left of the screen. In addition, you can utilize some of the resources we covered earlier in the video, like UW and Canvas self-paced online tutorials, or UWIT's Essential for Students page.
Now that you have a bit more information on how to be a successful online learner, let's hear some tips from faculty based on their real-life experience teaching online.
Hello everyone, my name is Wei Chao Yuan. I'm a faculty in the School of Nursing and Healthcare Leadership.
Hi, and I'm Jae-Ron Kim, and I'm faculty in the School of Social Work and Criminal Justice.
And today we are sharing a few tips about how to be engaged in online learning. So we'll talk about a few points. The first one is, how is teaching different in an online course compared to in person, and how can students respond to those differences?
One of the ways that it's different is that teaching in person actually in some ways is easier to be adaptable and adjust things than being online sometimes. For faculty, it's easier to respond to student questions in the moment when you're in person. Not all faculty have their email open all the time, so sometimes it takes longer for faculty to respond.
I totally agree, Jae-Ron. On the other hand, materials are recorded in an online course, so students can always go back and review. As someone with English being my second language, I've always appreciated the opportunity to prepare and review course materials at my own pace and participate in ways other than speaking up in class.
Yeah, I agree. And I've heard that also taking notes can be harder when you're in an in-person class because maybe your instructor talks really fast and it's hard to keep up. So having those recorded lectures that you can go back to, or those slides or those documents, can be better for taking notes. Also, that I've heard that sometimes it's hard to manage all the classes online together when you're taking 3 or 4 classes. So having a master calendar of all of your due dates and assignments, students have told me that makes it easier.
Yes.
Well, so faculty have different styles. How do you do your class, Wei Chao?
Well, I usually prefer a mixture of synchronous and asynchronous classes, but I really like the synchronous online classes where I get the instant responses to questions and I am able to expand on materials based on student feedback right there. How about you, Jayron?
Yeah, I tend to do asynchronous classes. So most of mine will have PowerPoint lectures and it will have different group projects and discussion boards and some short video recordings, but I only have some optional discussions online for everyone and they're not required.
Great. Well, so every faculty have different styles. Then how do students keep connected and engaged in these different courses?
Yeah, so some faculty like to use announcements where they talk about what's coming up for the class. Some will use inboxes on Canvas or emails, and some might post in discussion forum or in other files on the Canvas site.
Yes, but in any format, you need to make sure that you review the syllabus or other preferred ways of communication in classes, and either there be Canvas weekly modules or announcements or inboxes. Make sure you know what's the preferred way of communication with the faculty and keep engaged and on top.
Yeah, so remember that you're in control of your education. And so what would you suggest that we do, students, if they don't hear back from their faculty member right away?
Well, I'd like to first share that it is actually more difficult for faculty to engage with students in an online environment. We try various strategies and tools, but they usually need students to prepare thoroughly before class and actively participate. So we actually need you all to do the other half and meet us halfway to engage and to be successful.
Yeah, some tips is to make sure that if you're emailing, you always use your UW email. I find that it's really helpful if the students put the number or the name of their class that they're taking with you in the subject line. You can also say that it's time sensitive, especially if it's related to an assignment that's coming up. Give faculty a day or two to respond. Sometimes they have lots of emails in their inbox, but you can send them a friendly nudge if you haven't heard back in a day or two. And I'm also going to send a link for you on communication etiquette. It's a guide called the Netiquette Guide that could be really helpful for you in terms of being online with your classmates in an online space as well as communicating with your instructor.
Thank you, Jayron. That's always very helpful. And well, I'd like to close and say that we are always here and we're very engaged with students. It might be a new format for you with online learning, but over time, we're able to figure it out together and focus on learning the materials.
Yeah, just remember that as instructors, we're here to help you be successful in your classes. So good luck with your quarter.
Yes, good luck.